Hey guys, what's up? Coming back at you with another video, and today I'm doing a kind of movie haul. I haven't done this one since November, so I have quite a few movies. I'll start out with the DVDs I got. Rookie of the Year. It's kind of a silly but cute movie when you're feeling nostalgic for your youth. Good to watch because it came out when I was young. 1993. I was 11. So I'm guessing this kid is about the same age as me or more. Makes me feel old. I got George of the Jungle. And I will admit, most of these you probably didn't see on my channel because I didn't open them on the video. George of the Jungle. A comedy of Brendan Fraser's. Kind of a bit of a spoof of Tarzan, but funny. Watching George all hooked up on coffee is kind of funny. We got Cinderella. Rodgers and Hammerstein Cinderella with Whitney Houston and Brandy. It has a lot of great actors in it. It's got like Burdett Peters, Whitney Houston, Brandy, Whoopi Goldberg, Jason Alexander, Victor Garber. So, yeah. It's got a lot of good actors. Down there. I got Malibu Shark Attack. It's a sci-fi movie from the Sci-Fi Channel about sharks. It involves goblin sharks. Though the sharks on here are a little less what they are actually on the real life. They're not that vicious. The only one I really know out of this one is Peter Wilson, who is in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen as Mina, the vampiress. And I got Men of the House with Chevy Chase and Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Good movie. It's got some great lines and some great actors. Like Farrah Fawcett. May she rest in peace. If you ever watched the TV show Cheers, it's got the one who plays Norm. So, it's a good movie too. I got In the Army Now. I love this movie. It's a great Pauly Shore movie. Great actors. In a way, a spoof of the Army, but still good. And you know with Pauly Shore, it's funny. It shows even guys in comedy can do a serious army with good luck. Got The Relic, featuring Tom Sizemore, Penelope Ann Miller, Linda Hurt, James Whitmore. But it shows don't take off the tribes in Africa. Who knows what damage they'll do. They got The Langoliers from Stephen King. I actually have another couple of Stephen King movies. I also have Rose Red, which is about a house that's alive. So that's a good movie. And I got Maximum Overdrive. If you've seen my Blu-ray collection, you know I have that one. These are my three favorites. It's about time travel and why we can't really do it. Even though they have evidence of possible time travel. Next I got Daria, the complete series, and the two movies. Is it fall yet and is it college yet? Another 90s TV show, late 90s, early 2000s, from MTV. And it's one of these kind of like Beavis and Butthead animated shows that I like better. Of course, the time didn't help. I was in high school when it started. Now onto the Blu-rays. Got Joker, Joaquin Phoenix. I love his version. Seen a couple versions, but his is probably the best. I haven't seen the one with Heath Ledger, so I can't judge that. But from what I understand, his was brilliant. I got Pearl Harbor, great war movie. Though if you do cry at sad parts, I would not suggest watching it at the end. If you can get emotional, because it's got some sad parts. But it's got some great actors. Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. I love the cover. Kind of holographic, and it's got the bumps. So I would say, besides some similarities to Sleeping Beauty, not much of a Sleeping Beauty live action. We got Twister. Now this one is kind of nostalgic for me because it was my mom's favorite movie to fall asleep to. So it is kind of special to me. It's got Bill Paxton, another great actor who died, and Helen Hunt. And it's also got, forgot his name, but he's from like the Hunger Games and stuff, who recently died while filming the Hunger Games. Can't remember his name. Sorry. But yeah, it's got him. And if you ever watched the movie The Lost Boys, it has the one who plays Star. She's in it. So it's got some good actors. I got the Blade trilogy. I love this cover. That's got all three of the Blades. Kind of a more old school comic movie. Next I got Spaceballs. Can't remember if I actually did this in another haul, but I don't think I did. There is Spaceballs. Another nostalgic, because this is one of my dad's favorite movies to fall asleep to. And it's what I grew up on. I got Tron, the classic. I like this one a lot better. I saw the remake, or the sequel, and it was not that thrilling to me. I actually forgot most of it, because it was not that interesting to me. But I'm more of a classic girl on most movies. Tron, which I also have the Funko Pop of Tron himself. I got Oscar, Sylvester Stallone, Melissa Torme, the princess from Flash Gordon, the 1980s one, if you ever seen that. It's got Tim Curry. It's got a lot of good actors, and it's funny as hell. Where it all starts because he was woken up early. Shows, be careful, former mobsters. You just make their life crazy. And they got Sweet Home Alabama with Reese Witherspoon, Patrick Dempsey, and Josh Lucas, Fred Ward. But it's got a lot of good actors. I wouldn't say it's 100% good, but it's not bad either. And that one, most people probably haven't heard of, because I didn't hear it unless you watch Sci-Fi Channel. It's called Wolfsbane. It's a still book. There's the back. It's basically about this businessman who gets attacked by a werewolf, and then ends up becoming a werewolf himself. There's that. It's got some kind of cover art. And he's played by Jeremy London, who's on a lot of sci-fi movies. And it's also got Christy Romano from the show Even Stevens. It's one of those silly yet entertaining, you can get into it movies. And Ever After. I love this cover. So pretty. It was one of Drew Barrymore's first movies. I think it was the first one since she came back into acting. And it's a really good Cinderella story. Doesn't have the magic, but it's still, in a way, magical. And it's got Angelica Houston, Dougray Scott. It's funny is one of the stepsisters in here was in Sweet Home Alabama and the Rose Red. So, that one right there. I forgot what her name was. Oh, Janine Moreau. Good Cinderella movie. Another one of these kind of cheaper sci-fi movies, but this one's actually British. It's called Howl. It has a very interesting take on werewolves. And it's got, let's see, what was his name again? Ed Spielers, who played the title role of Aragorn in the movie Aragorn. Which, if you watched my previous movie about movie remakes, that would be one I hope they remake. And make it a little more like the book. Closer. And Haunted House, spoof of Paranormal Activity from the Wayans Brothers. Good movie. And I got The Darkest Hour, about electrical aliens, which was actually a lot more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. And it's, most of you probably watched the Suicide Squad movie. The Colonel or something, I forgot, or Captain, the one who ends up with the Suicide Squad, who's in love with the witch. He's actually in it. Plays a Swedish guy. I won't tell you his fate. But it's a good alien movie. A lot more entertaining than I thought. And it takes place in Russia. Okay. Drop one. Next I have a movie called Bait. Again, another sci-fi movie. The cheap shark sci-fi movies are interesting. Though this one takes place in Australia. Stars the guy from the third Twilight movie, Eclipse, the one who was creating the newborn army with the redheaded vampire lady. Though he's not a vampire in this one. It's pretty much people who get washed in a tsunami in Australia. They get trapped in a grocery store and have to survive 2 sharks that are trapped in there. It's also got the Fantastic Four with Chris Evans, one who plays Doom, Julian McMahon, and another show from Australia called H2O, if you've ever seen that or know someone who has. It's got 2 of the mermaids in it. It's kind of a kiddie movie show, but if you like mermaids, it gets interesting. And they got some fun parts. Yeah. It's got that. Got Megamind. That's what I know I did open on here. Gotta have some kid side. And this is a funny one. Got, who was it? Will Ferrell, Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, David Cross, what's her name? Tina Fey. It's got a lot of good actors. Okay. First Night, interesting take on King Arthur with Sean Connery and Richard Gere. So that's a good movie. And it does have the Law of Triangle in it, but it doesn't end like people would think. And also, if you watch the remake of Star Trek, the one with Chris Pine, the one who plays Spock's father is actually the bad guy in this movie. Little fun fact. I got Real Genius, Val Kilmer movie, great 80s, and shows what happens when eggheads go crazy. Not in the psycho crazy, but just, they finally let loose. Then I got Orca, The Killer Whale. This actually came out around the same time as Jaws, or maybe a year or two before. And it kind of shows even the animals we think won't kill us are a little more gentle, can get vicious if you harm their family. Because it's basically about a killer whale who goes on a rampage with a certain boat because they kill his mate and their child. And it's got Richard Harris, Bo Derek, Robert Carradine, who is actually, I think, the younger brother of the Kung Fu guy, David. So, yeah. It's got a lot of interesting people. And pretty good. And then I got Dragonheart Vengeance, which was a lot different than I thought it was going to be. But, yeah, it's got that. But that is my movie haul. And like I said, if I get 100 subscribers, I will do pretty much my Funko Pop haul of all the Funko Pops I've got. And that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. And I'll try to do my random movie review. See ya!